Everyone's favourite yellow family, the Simpsons, have been cracking us up for decades. But sometimes fact can be funnier than fiction. From real-life octuplets to a man who got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat restaurant, stay tuned. 6. Slick thieves. Homer's never-ending money-making schemes take a hilarious turn in the 1998 episode Lard of the Dance, when he realises he can make money by stealing and reselling grease.
God, you're greasy. Mr. Maruka, help!
He even pulls Bart out of school to help with his new business venture. This episode is one of the best, not just because we get to see Willie's buff body, but also because the idea of stealing grease just sounds so ridiculous. That was until 2011, when the St. Louis Post-Dispatch reported that gangs of thieves were greasing their pockets, pun intended, by stealing and reselling used oil from restaurants. Although it is unknown exactly how much the stolen grease is sold for, it is thought to be a multi-million-dollar business. 5. Leftorium. An episode focusing on left-handedness shouldn't be this funny, but in the 1991 episode When Flanders Failed, viewers have no option but to laugh at Homer's eagerness to see his neighbour Ned fail in his left-handed shop venture. During the episode, Homer witnesses various characters bemoaning the lack of products made for their left-handed predicament.
Make kingdom for a left-handed can opener!
But rather than directing them towards Flanders' shop, he chooses to stand gleefully in the wings until his neighbour falls into financial ruin. Cut to real-life San Francisco in 2008, when the city became a bit more inclusive and the Lefty store opened, selling customised left-handed products to the public. But with only 1 in 9 people being left-handed in the real world compared to 1 in 3 Springfieldians, only time will tell whether the franchise will become as popular as Flanders' Leftorium ends up being. 4. Mile High Dining Club. In what is probably one of the steamiest episodes of The Simpsons, natural-born kissers sees Homer and Marge rediscover their sexual mojo by getting it on in public. Before the sparks start flying though, Springfield's favourite couple are forced to endure a not-so-romantic date with their kids at Up Up and Buffet, a restaurant built inside an airplane which even has the added bonus of simulated turbulence. If you're a high flyer and that actually sounds like your idea of fun, then you'll love the Airplane Restaurant, the self-proclaimed best aviation restaurant in the United States. Located in Colorado, the home of the US Air Force Academy, the restaurant was repurposed from a Boeing KC-97 in 2002. Fit to serve 42 diners at a time, let's hope that anyone eating here has a better time than Marge and Homer. 3. Trump-tastic. In what was meant to be the most absurd joke that Simpsons creator Matt Groening could think of, the episode Bart to the Future sees Donald Trump as President of the United States. In this episode, Bart is shown a vision set 30 years in the future. Looking at this dystopia, America has hit rock bottom at the hands of Trump, who has left the country categorically broke.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
We're broke.
The country is broke? How can that be?
According to scriptwriter Dan Greaney, the episode was intended to be a warning to America of what could happen should the US go insane. But clearly, no one took notice, and in 2016, Donald Trump secured the position of presidential candidate for the Republican Party, remaining almost head-to-head with opponent Hillary Clinton throughout the campaign. While Matt Groening has admitted that he still believes it's unlikely that Trump will become president, it wouldn't be the first time that a Simpsons joke came true. 2. Bloody Billboard. When Springfield's favourite cartoon duo Itchy and Scratchy finally got their own movie, it was only right that their billboard was as graphic and bloody as their cartoons. In the 1992 episode of The Simpsons, we see a billboard of a giant Itchy axing Scratchy's head off, squirting blood onto a newly married couple. If anyone was going to bring this idea to life, it had to be Mr. Violence himself, Quentin Tarantino. In a New Zealand billboard advertising campaign for his action movie Kill Bill, lead actress Uma Thurman was depicted wielding a samurai sword while blood-like paint dripped off her weapon onto the white cars below. The billboard, which was devised by advertising agency Saatchi & Saatchi, received criticism for being too gory, but anything inspired by Itchy and Scratchy gets our backing. 1. Snake whacking. It's Whacking Day, Springfield's favourite annual holiday, second only to Christmas. During the brutal holiday, the town of Springfield races to the square wielding bats, ready to beat Springfield snakes to death. And it's a tradition that Reverend Lovejoy even claims is supported by the Bible.
And the Lord said, Whack ye all the serpents which crawl on their bellies, and thy town shall be a beacon unto others.
With Homer already polishing his pole, it's down to Bart and Lisa to fight for snake rights. At the climax of the episode, the witty Simpson kids enlist the help of soul singer Barry White to save the snakes by luring them into the safety of their house. In 2013, nearly 1,600 people were drawn to Florida by the invitation to take part in a real-life snake cull named Python Challenge. Due to their camouflage and habit for lying still, pythons are infamously hard to catch. But nevertheless, the hunters were advised to kill the snakes via a bullet to the brain or straight decapitation. Really humane then. With no soul singers to be found supporting snakes in real life, 68 invasive Burmese pythons were killed by the hunters.